There. Oh, I can't form a sentence. There is a album out there called Debi, Tirar, Fotos, and I just butchered that really bad because I haven't practiced my Spanish in a very long time. What is from Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny. And all it means is I should have taken more photos. And this is something which is a growing moment for me. I remember very vividly in middle school, I would just cuss the hell out of my sister for taking photos. I hated taking photos. I always thought I was chopped. I was ugly. And these are things that you do not end up caring about as you grow older. I mean, people want their self improvement. They don't want to be like chopped and ugly. But what I mean by that is you don't really care so much about how you looked at the time or something feeling immortalized in the moment. Like I remembered I was like really particular about being online and being seen and having all these photos of me, and I really didn't like it. But as you go older, you start to have a different form of memory where you don't remember things very vividly at all. And it sucks too because we have the internet now and we consume a lot of media, a lot of content. So we're overwriting our memory a lot. And our brains have the complexity to remember a lot of things, but it's we've got super good like filtration system where we won't process every single little thing that we see. Right? You need to continually see it. You need to see it again and again and again for it to really stick. And you only live things once. So you don't remember little things. You don't remember little moments that you have with people. And as it becomes more difficult for you to see people in your life, I promise this was going to happen to you if you go into college. I know I experienced it in waves throughout my time in youth, and it's only going to get more difficult as you go through adulthood. It becomes a much more intentional effort to see people, to spend time with people. People get older. They're not the same versions of themselves. The people that you see is a finite resource because even if they are the same person, right, they embody the same body, they're not the same person, right? They've changed, they've grown, they've experienced things, they've been under different circumstances. They don't present themselves the same. Their brain is always changing to adapt to their new circumstances. And the person that you loved may be very different next time that you see them as the time changes us. And that's something that particularly sucks for people who really love consistency or get super attached to a version of somebody who lived in the past. But that's life, you know? And you want people to become the best versions of themselves and to keep improving, keep iterating. And I would never want to hold somebody to this version of themselves that no longer exists. And you want them to grow and develop as an individual. So how do you hold on to that memory? And it's with photos, it's with videos, it's man, I've been on a whole like nostalgia trip. I got some candy that I used to eat when I was in middle school. I've been watching some old videos. They're 5 years old now, man, of when I was a kid just playing Fortnite with my friends, and I would just edit it however I thought would like make me laugh and make me smile, and I look back at those videos very fondly. And there's so many moments in which I was gaming with friends in which I personally like at the time it cost like $1,000 to like build my PC, and it was a core memory of me and my dad to build that PC together. And I remember that vividly, but I don't have any photos of it, you know? So something that like worries me is that somewhere down the line I'm just not going to remember the sound of my parents' voices. So I want little videos, I want little memoirs, I want to see my parents grow. But they're aging, man. They're not getting any younger. And it's alarming to me because you're starting to see your parents get like gray hairs now, and they can't maybe do the sports or the workouts that they used to do. I can't, yeah, I can't play sports with them the same way that they used to because I'm in a very different athletic spot than they used to be, well, than they are now. And I miss just going out and like playing volleyball with my family or playing basketball with my dad. And I wish I had like a photo or recording of like them coaching me, or my dad teaching me how to use my left foot in soccer and all this stuff. And the unfortunate part about memories and our memory system is that you remember references to things, right? Now that we have like Google or like a library, you remember what book you need the knowledge from once you read it. You remember what you need to search in order to find that information, but might not remember the information itself immediately. It's a lot easier to remember where to find it. and then just use the information on the spot, and then know that you don't have to memorize it because you can find it later. And that sucks, because for your memories, that means that every single time you remember a memory, you're remembering the last time you remembered it. So it deprecates over time because you keep cutting it up. It's like if you put a video into editor, but every time you watch a specific spot, the other parts get weaker because you're reinforcing that particular memory. And there's nuance to that. I'm not a neuroscientist, or a psychologist. I don't know. But the bottom line is, your memory only gets worse. The times that you have are finite, and you're not gonna remember all of them. I really like Instagram because you can make a nice little story post to summarize an outing with people, and it'll bring back memories. And Google Drive as well, you can just put everything on the internet, organize your files, and hopefully it'll be there forever. They have very good redundancy, hopefully. I hope I'm not speaking out of my butt. But the main feeling that I have had when I think about all the gaming times that I've had, when I think about the friends that I miss, when I think about the family that I wish I got to spend more time with in the time where I was able, the time before I knew that I would care and value it so much, is that I wish I took more photos and videos so I could remember these moments. I wish I could have seen me playing on the Xbox 360, doing Just Dance on the Connect with my sister. I wish I had a few more videos of me cussing out my sister when I was on the Xbox, even though they make me cringe and I hate them. And I wish I remembered more of the times like me and my family would go to Disney or Legoland, or times where I saw family who may not be around anymore. And you wish you could remember their voices. And I don't know. It's something which has struck on me a lot, that the closest thing that I have to a regret, beyond how I approached having friends at a time where I was more immature or not grasping certain opportunities, it's feeling like I didn't enjoy the moment. Feeling like I was so caught up in the now, in something that I have to do, or something which is adjacent to the present, that I didn't enjoy the people while they were here. And those people are always changing. Man, I'm not even friends with some of the people that I used to consider my closest pals growing up. I don't even like them anymore. But I look back at these memories, maybe the gaming videos, maybe my camera roll, and I'm I used to really enjoy my time with these people, and that's somebody who is forever lost in the past. And honestly, I was too. And I'm gonna miss those moments in which I lost this version of myself. And every time you don't capture those, you lose a version of yourself forever to the past. And of course, it's still part of you. It informs who you are as a person now. But how much of it I really remember, and how much of it I can really see, I'm there's no data there, right? I have no photo. I might not even remember my height in certain grades. I might not even remember what grades I did, or any of the information that I learned in some of my classes. I just know how to learn. And for school, sure, that doesn't really matter that much. But for friends, man, I forget so many details about my friends. I forget so many things about my childhood and the parts of life that raised me. And I'm that's alarming to me, because I feel like I'm losing pieces of myself as I continue to become this new person that's living and developing. And that's a very, very sad thought for me. So, word of advice, in a very informal way, is I wish take photos, take videos, immortalize the moments you live, even the mundane ones, because you're gonna miss all of it. I'm gonna miss all of it. And when I was told things about this as a kid, I would just be oh yeah, I'll take a few photos here and there. I'll only highlight the big moments. I feel Instagram Facebook and then Instagram tells you only the cool moments are the ones that matter. But that is not the case. I'm gonna miss the mundane ones too, where you're just sitting on the couch watching TV with your family. And sometimes I feel guilty when I just take a nap and I'm oh, I could have been hanging out with my mom. So there are really all these moments that I really wish that I enjoyed fully, that I feel I truly lived in the moment and that I was enjoying it fully. This is bad. This is a pretty bad rant, but very simple idea. Take more photos, take more videos, enjoy your loved ones, spend time with the people that you care about, immortalize your moments so you can look back at them and be I've lived a good life. Because it has been a very powerful thing for me to be able to reflect on the life that I have lived so far and been like, I've had a good childhood. I've lived a good life so far. I've enjoyed the people that I've been around, and I feel very blessed to have been around the people and known the people and trusted the people. And you have this little memory box of all these cards and gifts and these pictures of birthdays of the times that people showed up and said that your time, or being around you, my time is worth being around you. So, yeah. That's about it that I had to say about, at least like, a little bit of regret that I've been experiencing as I reflect on some of my time growing up. And like, I wish that I had more of it. And that doesn't mean that I don't like who I am now. I'm at a point where I have a great amount of freedom and a lot of ability to enjoy my life how I please. But man, I really wish I documented more of the childhood that I was blessed with, and really told the people that I appreciated them while they were around, and while they were available, and while the versions of themselves that I looked up to and enjoyed being around. So, yeah. Bye.